Said the host is unreachable.
You host them. What's up, G? If you want pole, then don't do it. I mean, you'll probably get pole anyway, to be honest.
I won't.
You will, for sure. I did 3, but you can do however many you want. Oh my god, I received an invitation. Away! Oh, 9 laps clear at Assen. Your yeet, y'all. Grumpy, grumpy, glue. Yeah. Wait a minute. Who are you? I look outside, yeah, my sister's just running around the car. Just, why not? Just doing laps. Lapty lapty, oh, but you do down, lapty lapty. There is qualifying, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
Well, here we are then, reset Aston.
Yeah.
Obviously, new bikes for both teams, or for both riders.
Yeah, and Jack is always going to be the favourite here. What do you think's going to happen this weekend?
I don't know, I reckon it'll be a close battle. I honestly do, I reckon it's going to be close between the two. Obviously the new bike's really looking very comfortable on the new Pro Max, so it all depends on who can get the jump shots the first corner, I reckon. And well, even then I reckon it'll still be a battle throughout the whole race. Is Reese out on his lap then?
Yeah, he is. He's already onto the straight ball, going under the DHL sign.
See, Jack, it only takes 16 seconds for Jack to complete sector 2 on that lap. But I think Jack has messed up sector 3 just from that one mistake on that one corner.
Yeah, he's made a little bit of a mistake at the start of sector 3, I'm pretty sure it was. He seems to be doing pretty well. Jack setting the fastest lap.
Question is Reese going to beat it or not?
Now he's 1.8 seconds behind him. Not
So,
very good.
so that is a 32.3 for Reese then.
He's faster than himself in sector 1, but not faster than Jack.
Jack was faster through sector 1 but slower through sector 2, so it all depends what he's going to do for these last remaining sectors as he gets up on the curb and goes into the air.
On what corner though? Was it turn
It was
9?
the double, no, it was turn 10, the double right-hander. Or the exit of turn 9, should I say. But he is half a second faster through sector 3. So
Yeah,
I don't know what's happened
about
here.
a second and a half faster than his last lap already.
Jack crosses the line and with a 130 flat. Marquez in third.
He's now setting a 131, so 1.3 seconds faster than his other lap.
Oh, but Jack goes down.
Oh,
That was a
Jack's
huge
gone.
crash. That
What
was
happened
on.
and where was it?
It was on turn 5, obviously one of his favourite corners, and it was on the exit of turn 4. Actually, he exited a bit wide, went onto the gravel, and he lost the rear.
Very unfortunate for him. That could have been a good lap time for him as well if he tried harder. But it just allows Reese to get something as he comes around the corner, closing down on him. Is Jack going into the pits? It seems like he is. He's slowing down. Reese makes a mistake going onto that corner, going onto the green part. He's all green, but no reds, unfortunately, at the moment, as we're halfway through sector 3. He's 1 second faster through sector 3 than his previous lap time. It seems very close.
Here it is then, Jack is going into the pits now.
He's 1.1 seconds behind Jack now.
This is Reese's time to catch up.
Yeah, he's slowly and surely getting closer and closer to the pole position, but I don't think he'll be able to do it. He's not getting close enough. He's still about a second off, so it's going to be very hard for him to shut that down and close it down.
Obviously here are the weekend results here then. So we have number 91 of Jack inside the pole position with a 130 flat. Second position is Reese. Then Marquez. There you go, first row of the grid so far. Second row of the grid does go to Vizioso by Vinales. And then actually both the Suzuki 6th and 7th. Lorenzo and Valentino Rossi back in 9th and 10th. So don't know what's happened with them. But Danny Pedrosa in 8th, Lorenzo 9th, Rossi 10th, Redding 11th, and Espargaro inside of 12th position here, inside of Assen. But the lap times do go as a 130 for pole, 131, 135, 135.4, 135.4 again. Only 2 thousandths of a second separating Dovizioso and Vinales there. Very, very close.
Yeah, we've got 3 Suzukis in here.
Whereabouts is Reese then?
It's going to be pretty well. And he's cut it down to only about half a second between them two. 0.4 of a second. He's now cut it down to. He's closed it down as he just went past the line. Is Jack...
Jack is back out now. No, he is back out.
He might have seen that, and he might have seen that he's getting closer and closer each lap as we go on. And there's only 2 minutes 45 left.
There should be enough time for both these to complete 2 more laps.
This qualifying session's been a lot closer than I anticipated it to be.
I mean, obviously Reese has just learnt Assen. Obviously, the amount of times they've been here. Obviously, back in the days of Moto2 when both these riders were here. And then a couple of seasons ago, we did see Jack overtake everyone here inside the championship, apart from Reese.
Yeah.
So
that was very unusual.
Obviously, Jack then having a bit of, you know, relaxing, hasn't been on a motorcycle or bike in ages. So, I don't know, but I reckon it's going to be a close championship this year.
Yeah, it might be, and it seems pretty close already. Just
Jack then setting a 1:29.8, first lap out, extending that lead.
Yeah, Reese didn't actually do better in his last lap, but he's going to be trying to get back in the 1 lap he has remaining of this qualifying session. He's going to hope.
Tell you what though, Jack has just went onto the grass. So
he's not positive. He's not faster.
He's faster through sector 1 though.
He's half a second slower than his usual on his fastest lap. Not very good for the Pramac Ducati.
The thing is, last lap Jack was slower through all sectors and still set the fastest lap, but now he's faster in all sectors so far. So is this lap going to be faster or slower? We'll have to wait and see.
Probably going to be faster if he can finish it, that is. If he can't get to the line in time, then well, that's it really. But Pedrosa, 8th position going into the pits now.
Jack then half a second faster through that final 3rd sector as he is approaching the chicane now.
Jack, let's see if he'll finish his lap time and if he'll be faster.
He gets a 1:29.8. He makes it faster by 1/1000th of a second.
Still faster though, as we can see, almost about
700
seconds
or 7/10. So very close. Ben Reese though, obviously almost 5 seconds ahead. I'll be quiet. Flag. Obviously here we are then at Assen for the race. See, in qualifying we did see Jack taking pole. On the final lap he is, look, there he is, looking very calm like he usually does. Reese in 2nd, Marquez 3rd. And it looks like we are away. There is Jack on pole. making sure the bike is okay. Reese then just stretching a bit. Obviously the Suzuki is a lot further forward than what they usually are. Looks like the Renzo's back there in 10th, with Rossi in 9th. It's not something we're used to.
Got Lorenzo and Rins next to each other at the start, and
Oh, here we are then, the lights are off here inside of Assen. And Reese gets an absolute flyer. Who is it going to be going into the first corner? It is Reese. Reese is leading the way here at Assen. But he does go wide and into the exit first corner, but Jack goes down.
Oh, and Jack's down.
I don't even know how Jack went down.
Jack's down on Assen.
At Assen here. That is very, very good news for Reese. Obviously right in front of Reese, or right behind Reese, so Reese might have seen that.
No, Reese didn't but was he involved in it?
I don't think he was. I think Jack was just trying to do the corner, but Reese obviously being, well, Reese then trying to do the corner too, and I think it's just a racing mistake. Both of them trying to get their line through that corner, and Reese obviously trying to get his line, and Jack had to move over towards the curb, and I think he just clipped the curb by a tiny bit. But he does pick up a half a second penalty. Jack
half
is
a second penalty for
Jack.
Nothing really.
But he's already back on the pack. He's overtaken Scott Redding, and he is now overtaken the Aprilia too, right behind Danny Petroza and Iannone, who's battling for 8th.
As we until lap 2 of 9 here in Assen. Somehow it's the Ducati of Reese leading the way.
Question is, can Jack catch up with the 8 laps kind of ish remaining? Tell you what though, he is back up in 5th, and let's say, is that Vinales down? Vinales is down. A bit of collision between Vinales and Marquez, but Jack back up to 2nd then.
You don't really hear that much. Jack in 2nd on Assen. Unusual thing to say. It's usually Jack overlapping 2nd on Assen.
But he is 4 seconds behind instead of a front in this championship.
Yeah, I think he can catch up though. He's a lot better, and as you've seen in qualifying, he was usually getting 1 to about 2 seconds ahead of him in lap times. So if he's going to have that consistency of them lap times too, then I think for sure that he'll be able to catch up in the next couple of laps.
Obviously he has roughly 8 laps left to do it.
Yeah, so he has time. He has lots of time.
The question is, does he have enough time? Just have to wait and find out.
Yeah, but if he does have enough time, he needs to use it properly. He needs to use it well, and be able to decide on which and where he's going to use.
And that is how you use it well, by setting the fastest lap of the race by pretty much a second.
There we go. As I said before we even cross the line, he's faster and he's catching up.
I don't think he is. The gap has actually increased by almost half a second throughout that final sector, so I don't think he actually is catching up.
He might have caught up throughout the rest of our lap because he was a second faster, so...
Oh, there you go, he has now cut it down by a second throughout the first sector already, so...
You can see it's 3.5 seconds between them. There's still quite a lot of work for him to do, but if he keeps hitting lap times like he just did, then it shouldn't be too hard for him to get back in front and get ahead.
So good about getting in front, it's just can he stabilise it?
Yeah, we all know about the good defensive
3.2 seconds.
Have on each other, but Reese is off! He hits the curb!
He goes down, that does allow Reese.
And Jack is ahead! Here in Assen! It took him 3 laps to get ahead. And he's done it while setting the fastest lap time again. Will Reese be able to catch up to him? I do not think so.
Marquez is done too.
This is the time where Jack will just go. He will escape. The one time when Reese really needed to stay on the bike, when it was crucial, he came off.
What is the gap between these two? 2.3.
This is the one race you'll never be able to catch Jack up on. And we all know it. All of the fans cheering for the Suzuki know it. All of the red in the sky from the red flares.
Voting for Reese then.
Know that it probably won't be his race.
Tell you what though, Jack does make a mistake into turn 11.
Oh, on the gravel.
He goes a bit hot.
He to catch up a lot. Seems like Reese is caught up from that as well, that mistake. As we go into the hairpin. And Reese gets the overtake, but he's off! First collision between them two. You didn't need to wait.
I did, never mind, I turned into you.
Yeah, just don't wait.
Well, see these two riders right here now.
He finds the open gap. He takes it.
Jack then going for the inside line, and it looks like it has actually worked. And then he's going for the defensive line into turn 5.
Bit of collision on the straight there. It's incredibly close as we go past that huge red flare again. Cheering on the Ducati. That was closed down a lot in the last lap. He sees the open gap as Jack went wide.
Again on the same corner.
He gets ahead. Jack goes wide on the same corner again, but will he be able to keep it going through turn 12? He has. No mistakes were made for him. But what about here? He makes a bit of a mistake trying to brake late. It seems like Jack might have caught up a little bit from that. Then around turn 17 and 18, and we cross the line to enter the 6th lap out of 9 here in Assen.
Obviously coming towards turn 3 now, the Ducati in the lead, yeah, like you just said. The double right-hander. And then obviously the very fast left-hander. I say fast, it's actually very slow. But you need to get the power down early. Tell you what though, Jack does the exact opposite. He gets it down too early and he goes off wide.
Yeah, and it allows the Ducati to get away a little bit. The Pramac Ducati, never seen in this competition before until the race qualified for them. And never have we seen 3 Suzukis in this either.
Obviously, I think this is the first season we've seen an actual Pramac Ducati as well.
It is.
Howdy. Question is, who is going to get it as they finish lap 9 or lap 6?
I'm not sure. Jack seems like he can get an overtake soon. But how soon is the question? Will it be here? No, it won't be. And the Ducati's still in the lead to the end of lap 6, going into lap 7 of 9. The 0.4 gap. He's in a good place here. All he needs to do is play defensive when Jack gets close. and we've seen him in the practice events, like in Italy and other places, do very well at defending his first position. As he's on the outside, Jack tries to go on the inside, but unsuccessful, as Reese still in the lead going out of that corner. As we come up to quite a very fast turn 6.
Yes, you will be.
The Suzuki still trying to get closer to try and find a gap and try and find a way through past the Ducati into first position again. That's what he was trying to do for quite a lot in Italy as well. And it seems like he's going to try and find the gap here. He can't, he hasn't. But is he? He is incredibly close to the Ducati. Something might happen here. It's just a touch between them two. Here, coming up to the last 2 corners. He goes wide and the Ducati cuts it back in. Gets back in front and takes the lead back into 8th. Into the 8th lap we go. The Ducati somehow still in the lead and successfully defending this Suzuki. But he's gone. He's down. What happened?
He hits the curb again.
He hit the curb, and there we go. The Suzuki.
You won't be able to make a comeback from this within 2 laps unless if Reese does fall off.
Do you want me to?
As they approach turn 7 and 8, Reese then exit in turn 8.
Seems like he's got a problem with his clutch, it seems. Seems like he's back up and back riding. Fine.
I don't know. Reese, have you hit puberty, Tiff says?
No.
She says she thinks your voice has gotten deeper and she thinks you finally hit puberty. I'm just saying what I've been told. As they approach the chicane, Reese goes down though. Oh wait, Jack goes down too though.
Jack's gone. How did Jack come off?
I don't know, it was in that second corner of that and his bike. I think he was leaning down too far. But I think this is now Reese's because he's now a second ahead. I think Reese has got this one in the bag. Unless if anything happens, but I reckon it is Reese's race to win now.
Yeah, and it's Hassan as well. Very, well, different really. We usually see Jack in the lead throughout the whole race. But instead...
It's that mistake at the start.
For quite a while.
Tell you what though, Jack is really trying now. But I don't reckon he has enough time left. No, babe.
Yeah, I mean, if he gets close enough, he might be able to...
But think about it, he has that penalty as well, so... This is Reese's race to win, as Jack did make him, it almost falls off once again.
How much is this penalty then?
1.6 now somehow.
1.5 seconds. He has to be in front by.
Tell you what though, if he didn't have that penalty, he will be making a move right. Wow, oh, there's collision though.
Collision. And sends Reese incredibly wide, and he's off! Jack! Getting away! And it seems like he's going to take it here in Assen. What happened?
He hit the curb on the inside and his back wheel went up.
Wow.
I didn't even mean to. I went to go cut to the inside. I just rammed into you. Oh. Memes. No, I didn't. It's the same as the final corner.
Did you mean to like mess the final corner up?
Yeah. Wait, why have you done 19 races? Phillip Island. Phillip Island. Phillip Island. I don't know, has my voice got deeper? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Dun, 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 dun. Oh my god, you farted. Oh yeah, and there goes your controller again.
Right, Jack. No waiting, right?
You're one to
Throughout all
talk.
the races we do.
Oh, I think he has a clutch problem. Fuck off, do you?
Well, sorry that I waited for you.
I waited for you. Both
Yeah,
times.
I did. Right, so no waiting, yeah?
Okay. Well, here we are then. That's his, at Phillip Island. I did not know the autopilot was going to go off right there. Was not expecting that. Obviously there is the yellow flares for Jack on the finish straight.
Or is it for Rossi?
I think it's for Jack because Rossi isn't really battling for the top spaces. But I think it will be for Rossi with racing like that from Jack. Back to the pit. Let me put my setup on first. For God's sake, I activated autopilot and I just jumped down the hill. Like when I did it last time. I do care, babe. When I did it last time, I looked around, me and you were just floating in the air. I was like, wait, what? Obviously, Phillip Island isn't a track which we've seen very much either, is it?
No, it isn't. We haven't been to Australia that much, and I don't know. I think it'll be a pretty good race.
Do you reckon it'll be like Assen though, very close?
Yeah, I do. I think it'll be like their Italy and spring races.
Obviously that mistake at the start is actually what killed Jack. Hitting the curb on the inside.
Yeah, he's dead now, guys.
This is just a bodyguard, an impersonator. But Reese then set fastest lap with a 1:26. See, we're not quite sure if that is good or not, but I can tell you now he is pretty much a second faster through sector 2, Jack is. I see he's right behind Danny Pedrosa. And here comes Jack looking like he's going to finish his lap. What is Jack going to get though? He gets a 1:25.7.
Yeah, fastest lap time. Get by him again.
Obviously, I reckon Reese probably. I don't know if Reese will get pole. I reckon Reese is gonna have a good fighting chance for pole. But I reckon inside the race. Tell you what though, that is a huge mistake by Jack. Makes him go all the way off wide. Oh, he goes down as well though. He hits the grass on the outside.
Where was he?
On the very sharp U-turn.
Oh yeah.
Whereabouts is Reese though?
The sharp U-turn where Jack came off. Just overtook Marcus. Jack just there at the middle of the track.
He was on the side, obviously his fans there on the side, he was putting a burnout and then a wheelie for them. Promise.
Yeah, celebrating early on.
I reckon he's just trying to get the fans hyped and adrenaline for the race.
He might be.
There you are. Is Reese faster through sector 1 or not?
Faster than himself in sector 1, but not faster than Jack.
What about through sector 2?
He's faster than himself, but not Jack again. Screen. But he's faster than Jack in sector 3. He's got it red.
Jack then has been slower through every single sector, only by like 2 tenths of a second-ish.
Will he get the fastest lap? No, he will not.
What was the difference though? That is the real question.
I'm not sure, I couldn't see in time. He's got Davizioso ahead. Okay, he's got Davizioso behind him, just overtook him. I was about to say he could slow him down, but...
I'll see Reese or Jack then right behind this, watching this happen. Jack is slower through sector 1 though. I reckon Jack has got a really good qualifying lap time here.
Yeah, Reese is slower through sector 1 as well. Jack seems to be in a good place here though. He seems to have secured pole position for sure.
I mean, you never know, Reese has still got 1 lap left, so he can definitely still do it. And that's Dobby down at the bottom of the hill.
What happened? Did he hit the curb or was it
I don't know, I think he just lost the rear or the front because Jack was a little bit behind, there was no contact made. Jack then almost a second and a half behind his actual lap time.
You know, no. coming out of the pits to greet his fellow Suzuki rider.
See the newcomer of Jack. Jack then is actually faster through sector 1. Question is, was Reese?
No, he wasn't.
Jack then did just lose that time by that little mistake. He hit the grass on the inside and his wheel was spinning everywhere. But Jack is faster through sector 3 by 6 thousandths of a second. And when I looked at it, it looks like he has caught up to Reese.
Yeah, Reese isn't doing that well.
Is Jack gonna get a faster lap than his previous lap time? He does not. He doesn't. And that is it for these two riders. Jack then looks like he's putting out towards the side. You know, it looks like he's trying to catch up to one of the two in front. I don't know what for, because maybe for a handshake or something like that with one of them. Jack then, he looks like he is going to shop here. Oh, well, no he's not, never mind.
No.
By almost a second. Rossi in third this time though, Marquez back in sixth.
Yeah, the Repsol Hondas have not done very well here in Australia.
Look at 6th to 9th. Look at all their countries. Spain, 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 Spain.
Then you look at Carl Crutchler.
It's been a second, you're not back. Make me angry, girl. Girl, you make me angry.
Here we are for race day here in Australia, Phillip Island.
Definitely didn't think you just said Austria.
We see the two main riders here getting ready.
There is the pole man.
Jack, once again, favourite for today's race, but was for Assen as well.
But Reese did win at Assen, so...
Yeah. But who will get the better start is the first question.
I reckon the Ducati will have the whole shot to the first corner.
As we lead, lights around, they go away in the Ducati. Just like you just said, did get the better start. But will he be able to keep it going into the next couple of corners? We enter turn 2. He seems to be doing pretty well by keeping it. But Jack, going to try and get it on the inside and outside. He tries it, and he seems pretty confident that he will get something here. And he's got it, and he's cut Reese off, needing him to brake on the straight. Makes a mistake on turn 4. There's a little bit of contact, and Reese pushes Jack wide on the exit of turn 4 here.
Very, very good racing from both these already, and this is what, only half a lap. Still have another 8.5 left to go.
Half a lap yet. The halfway mark is just at the downhill right hand that we're coming up to in a minute.
So you have this left-hander, then you have the downhill.
At the end of the second sector here.
This is the third sector. Now they're inside the final one.
Oh, as Reese makes a mistake, goes on the curb and hits the grass a little bit. These two riders have already gotten away here in Australia.
It's like Reese is getting away though.
Yeah, poor Jack. And yes, it does seem like he's getting away quite a bit. Getting to the maximum of 200 odd miles per hour. What did Jack get up to?
I don't know, I will tell you next time. I think it was around 204-ish.
Yeah, Reese did get away on that straight a little bit. It seems like Jack is caught up a bit.
Reese then on that grass.
First and second, third corner. He's gonna make a huge mistake on turn 4. And I'm like,
so did Jack though.
I thought he was gonna go a lot wider than what he did. As Iannone overtakes his teammate up into 9th. Oh, when Jack gets the overtake, he saw that Reese made the huge mistake and he took it. Reese may get in off. Collision, his fault though. Missed the braking turn and couldn't do anything.
Yeah, you'll see he went for the inside, and I reckon as soon as he started braking to go on the inside, I reckon that was where he thought he probably shouldn't have done it, and obviously that's led to him falling off and Jack taking the lead now.
Yeah, Jack's got very far ahead, 126. Back up to qualifying pace here.
Jack's qualifying was 125.7. Oh, he goes wide into that first corner though. He's all the way on the grass. He hits a bump in the grass and he almost falls off. It's allowed Reese to actually quite catch up.
Quite a bit there.
The gap is 2.5 seconds now.
2.5 seconds.
.1 now. Reese is catching up.
Yeah, he's closing the gap.
Oh, and that is how he's going to be closing the gap right there.
Somehow Jack didn't fall off though. He recovered and he brought it back. And it's now gone from 2.1 behind to 2.1 in front. He went into turn 10.
Obviously that was a huge mistake for Jack. He was trying to actually not brake until the very latest. He was trying out a new thing and that really did not lead to him doing it very well. That's the fastest race of the weekend then by Reese.
Yeah, very good, and I think he'd prefer to get the faster lap times than in the race and catch up and get away more than he would like to
get pole, because obviously pole doesn't actually mean that much.
Yeah, especially with this Ducati when both races now, at the start, the Ducati's got in front into the first corner anyway. Jack goes wide in turn 4.
Tell you what though, Jack has actually done very well to catch up.
There he has. Reese goes wide in turn 6.
But he's now lost half a second, Jack has, inside of that last, or that second sector.
Yeah. And you come around to the end of the 4th lap.
Oh, there's a huge moment for Jack though.
Down.
That was a huge crash.
He's down. That's huge. Now if no mistakes are made, by anyone else, it seems like Greece could run away with it here with the
Yeah,
Australian
it does.
Grand Prix. Will he be able to make it 2 in a row?
Tell you what though,
Even
that
though
was a
Jack,
giant crash for Jack. I don't know
what
how.
happened?
It was on the little bit of the straight in between the two left-handers, and his front wheel was on the track, his back wheel was actually somehow on the grass, and the bike twisted sideways and threw him off. It's a huge moment. Tell you what, he's only 2.3 seconds in front of Marquez, I think, so...
That is huge, and he's lost so much time.
7
So
seconds
much
behind Reese.
ground because of that. It's amazing that him and his bike are okay, because after a crash like that, he wouldn't really be, but he's still on. Somehow the Ducati is still ahead.
Well, you say somehow after that accident, I'm surprised that Jack hasn't actually retired.
Yeah, I was saying somehow because of before, when all of the stuff beforehand, it's not usually the Ducati who's always ahead, it's usually Jack, not Reese. So the Mike Ducati team must be so happy with the performance in Assen, where he came first. Even though Jack technically did win, but he had a penalty from numerous events. What had
Which actually no one actually knows.
Yeah, just race directions must have seen something what we didn't, what we missed, and they didn't. So, but they gave the win to Reese because of the penalty time what Jack had on. And here, we're not sure what anything could happen really.
I reckon Reese has got it though. Reese is a very calm and stable person. He can take situations very well, and he's definitely not been inside the situation before, but I reckon he'll be able to do it. He is actually making his gap bigger as we talk. It's now 8.2.
Surprisingly. Yeah, I was about to say, what's the gap now? Thinking that Jack would have been catching up.
It's now 8.3.
Yeah, there might be something wrong with his bike, or his
I mean,
tyres might have taken a bit of a beating from the
after that crash, his bike is probably messed up in multiple ways.
Yeah, the odds are in favour of Reese at the moment, looking like the Ducati team.
8.5 seconds is now the gap.
Yeah, the Pragmatic Ducati team never has been in this in here. They're not a really high team, but they are up there, but not winning races.
But I'll tell you now, the gap has now shrunk to 8 seconds.
Yeah, the first sector doesn't seem that good for him. Reese. Do you think Jack will be able to cut down 8 seconds in
Nah, I reckon this is the only chance Jack has to win this race, is if Reese falls off and makes a huge mistake.
Yeah, and then still then, it's will he lose 8 seconds from it? It's quite a long time. See, if this was Assen, he might have been able to catch back up like he did last time, but not looking good. As Reese makes a huge mistake on turn 11, a huge wobble there, almost coming off, but still on somehow as he enters lap 8 of 9.
I wonder what the gap will be. 6.2 after that mistake.
Yeah, 2 seconds. Only 2 mistakes around that same area. He went wide on turn 12 and went on the grass as well. And Phillip Island isn't really a track what we see in the rotation of this full tournament. But here we are,
Obviously
and
here now.
we've never actually been here before. We've never seen these riders here in this like tournament thing, where anything can happen. I'm proving today and at Aston that anything can happen. What is the gap now between them two?
5 seconds flat. He has caught it down again.
5 seconds. It's getting closer and closer as he enters his final lap of the race here in Australia. Still, Jack's fans with the flares and the cheers aren't quieting down. They still believe that he can win this race.
So Jack then does have a very strong and supportive fan base, but so does Reese.
Yeah.
We saw at Assen all the red flares inside of turn 9.
Yeah, we saw a few, about 2. Most of the people are wearing the yellow t-shirts for Jack though, and same at Assen too. You look at every grandstand, every place where there's fans, they're all wearing Jack's colours for him and his team. But it seems like if nothing happens, Reese coming around turn 10, he might be able to just take this away. That's if nothing happens though. He comes around the last corner on the curb, goes a little wide, but that is the end of the Australian Grand Prix, and it's 2 in a row for this Pramac Ducati. Very surprisingly, getting the 2 in a row. We've never seen him do this well.
Very good riding by Reese then.
Yeah, 4.6 seconds ahead. Jack cut it down loads in the
No, 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 yes.
I can't believe I got 2 in a row, not gonna lie. I'm surprised.
I'm not.
I am.
I'm
You're
trash.
not surprised. You are not.
How did I fall off the second time? I forgot. Oh yeah, that's how. I got decapitated. Yeah. You should have seen it. It was so dramatic. My back was on the grass. Are you actually ahead? Thank you very much.
Was I?
Yep. I was catching all the way back up.
Alright, yeah.
And then I fell off. Memes.
I'm so surprised I've got 3 in a row. Oh,
2 in a row.
Hey, shut up. Are you ready?
It will
For
be
3 in a row.
It will be.
He won't be.
I'll fucking fall off again. Oof, babe. Hey, hey, Mr. Hash Brown.
Was it thick then, Jack? If you know what I'm on about.
I don't know. Whereabouts is Reese?
See the Suzuki and Pramac Ducati out for their qualifying lap. not too far away from each other here in Argentina.
A track which we
What do
have
you
seen
think's gonna
before.
happen? Oh, Reese making going up in the air, but what do you think's gonna happen here?
Like I said, I reckon the Ducati will have the whole shot to the first corner, without a doubt. And then I reckon
They usually do.
Reese will be in the lead for the first lap, because the straights on this track are very big.
Yeah, you'd want very high top speed. If you want to stay ahead. But does the Ducati have that? What's faster? Is it faster than the Suzuki behind him? As they're both soon to place in their first qualifying laps of the session and of the Grand Prix here in Argentina.
See at Rio Honda. A track which we both all love, and I think this is one of Jack's favourite corners.
It is.
After the chicane at
Very
Assen.
nice corner to do. Just like in turn 10 in Australia, it goes down and you have to go right.
That one goes up though.
It's very hard to see the racing line when you're behind someone. He sets his lap time. The first
Jack taking it right back though.
And Jack takes the fastest lap.
I don't know.
Straight off him. Instantly, pretty much. They're behind Lorenzo.
Right around the outside goes Reese, a very good move.
Yeah. He's just trying to get ahead of him quickly before he slows him down. Oh, when he's on the grass, that's going to mess his lap up. Lorenzo's back ahead of him, and Jack's caught up to him. Ooh, very close with the Suzuki and the Ducati there. Suzuki almost hitting the back of the Ducati. As it's on the grass again. Letting the Suzuki go. Oh my, he went up the bump. He's off.
Oh, so is Jack.
Letting the Suzuki go. And Jack's off. That could have been a really good lap for him too.
He wasn't, he was slower in every single sector.
Oh.
Jack then into the pits.
Yeah, Reese is staying out, trying to get a better lap time. He's still trying to get ahead of Lorenzo. He can't, so he's going to use him for slipstream on the straight, which might help him quite a lot. What are the standings at the moment?
The current standings do literally just go Jack, Reese, Dovizioso.
Oh, they're the only three who have set the laps. And if Jack's not going out, we can stay on the scoreboard.
Now Danny Pedrosa in fourth.
So he's slower than Lorenzo. Like usual, he's usually about 8th around that part.
Whereabouts is Reese then?
Coming around the sweeping left-hander just before the last couple of corners.
Well, I tell you now, Jack is back out on track, right behind Lorenzo.
Yeah, Reese setting a very, very good lap here in Argentina. The fastest lap so far. goes to him. A 134 flat.
It still says Jackson pole.
What? It was all red.
You might have lost it through the last sector then.
Oh.
That noise.
No. Got Reading ahead of Reese at the moment. Gets the inside overtake on that sweeping left-hander. Vignola's in fourth. So he is now set a lap. Here in Argentina.
I think everyone is now set a lap. Scott Redding is back in 12th now.
Reese is slower, than Jack.
Jack, however, is faster than him than the last lap he set through every single sector. Question is, can he keep it through the final sector? And
so
he does.
Close. Jack sets another fastest lap.
Alright, one more lap for each of these riders. They will not be able to make another lap.
Depends if they're going to try and set another lap.
It looks like they both are just from the first couple corners. Tell you what though, Vignales looking like he's trying to, or he's holding Jack back. There is the overtake onto Vignales by Jack, but he does go very wide into the corner on the end of the straight. So does Reese.
Yeah, I don't think he was actually setting the lap time. He was just trying to get somewhere to allow Jack to get past. And then he figured that he wasn't in a safe place to slow down, so he had to go again. Jack cutting that corner loads. Has he been doing that every single lap?
He has not done that every single lap.
Well, I mean, did he get a penalty for it?
Yes, he did.
How much of a penalty did he get?
Is it going to affect though? It did. The penalty affected the lap time. Is Reese went into the pits?
Was he going to set the fastest lap? No, Reese is not in the pits. He's just not setting the lap time, it seems. All of them yellow flags in the grandstand. And all them
Whereabouts is Reese?
yellow tops again. Just behind Scott Redding.
Is he not waiting, or is he not stopped?
He's going slow. He's on the straight. He's going really slow.
Jack now then approaching the straight now, he's approaching turn 3.
Is Jack setting a lap time on? No, he's not. These two together actually going around 20-25 miles per hour.
Looks like Jack is practicing his start.
Okay. But once again it's Jack and then Reese Marquez recovering from last race where he finished around 6th, back into 3rd. Vignola's 4th, Davizio's 5th, Wins 6th, Rossi 7th, Lorenzo 8th, not doing very well, Pedrosa 9th. What do you think is going to happen at the start of the races, really?
I'll tell you what, I reckon, I don't know, for some reason I reckon, I have this weird feeling that Jack might get the whole shot, but I'm not going to go with that. I reckon Reese is going to get the whole shot to the first corner, and I reckon Reese is going to hold it until the sweeping left-handers, because that is when Jack like really does shine. So
there we go.
That's my.
Some opinions
what about yours?
going around here. I think the same, really. If no mistakes are made, I think Reese might be able to keep it until some sweeping corners come around.
Well, babe, bear in mind I said, yeah, go on, tell me, and you haven't told me. I've been sure. Right. Well, here we are then. There is Jack on pole, finishing the warm-up lap. Reese there, third.
Yeah, we're ready.
Or second, sorry.
For the Argentina Grand Prix. Reese has won 2 in a row, but can he keep it going and get 3 in a row?
As we already got the onboard view here for Jack.
The lights are out and they start. Reese gets the start. Just like we both said.
Tell you what though, Davizioso did hit Jack on that straight. So somehow both of them are still on. No, they're both still on.
Oh, Reese making a mistake on turn 2. Puts it back, closes the door so then Jack can't get anything from it. All the way up to the curb, using the whole track there. They come around turn 5. Jack trying the outside. He's going to try and cut it
here we go then.
He's going to save it for the sweeping left-hander. As we said, we thought he was going to overtake, but he hasn't. He was too far away. Reese got away on the exit of turn 4. Come up to turn 9 here. Jack's favourite corner.
He does it very poorly though.
It's another sweeping left-hander. Jack is still not close enough to get anything from it. They come around the last couple of corners. He's on the grass. Tries to collision though. But he's not.
It turns into Jack. That does push Jack back to 5th then. No waiting, Reese, you said.
He was that close.
Obviously, look, there's 4 riders here then. There's a Suzuki, Ducati, Yamaha and Honda. All here. Looks like the Suzuki is the one in front of all the rest though.
Is he back in second?
He's back up into second, Jack is.
This is back wheel just slid a lot there.
Same with Jack.
He goes wide on turn 7.
As they come up to turn number 9.
Jack's caught up loads in the past lap somehow.
There's that, I reckon it's that mistake Reese has done. On purpose. Yeah, and they
nope, not really.
come towards the penultimate final corner. Oh, Jack's down again. The collision of about 2 feet. And what happened to no waiting race? Question mark.
I feel bad, okay? Both of them have been my fault.
Be right. Reset on the grass as they come towards turn number 2. Is this going to be Jack's move to take the lead? And he has. Jack then taking the lead away from Reese on turn number 2. None of us were expecting that one.
It's gonna slow him down. Reese got back up. Accelerates way too early there and ends up going wide, having to brake again. Reese actually caught up on the slipping left-hander and he gets the overtake going into turn 7 on the inside. Jack with the outside line, he's going to cut it back onto the inside part on turn 9. There's not much room for any of them.
For God's sake, Reese! Stop turning into me!
I didn't. Okay?
You did. And now both of them then, Vignales in the lead. I swear to God. So Reese looks like he's going to try to go around the outside of Jack. Who is going to make it though? Oh, Marquez, what do you mean?
Double overtake on Marquez and Jack.
What was that, bitch?
Oh, but Jack cuts it back. I'm gonna go on a different lane first. Yeah.
Wait.
You know what different lane it is going to be?
Fucking Marquez! Why is everyone
That
knocking me
Vignales.
off? Yeah, that one. I didn't give a fuck who it was. This is where you get the lead. Oh no, he's going to try and knock off the Vizioso. Oh, no, you're going to go in the air. What are you doing?
I was trying to knock them all off, but it didn't work.
Jack then getting amazing acceleration out of that corner, overtakes Marquez.
Watch out, he's gonna knock you off. He's coming for you.
Vizioso goes down into that first corner though.
I think he hit the curb.
And that is Jack up into the lead, followed by Marquez and then Reese.
Followed by Vignales.
Vignales, sorry.
Oh my god. I almost couldn't turn out of the way of you then. Oh! And Vignales hits the curb!
No, he didn't.
And they hit the curb! They both hit the curb! I didn't even mean to knock you off. I saw you. It didn't work. And Reese is in the lead after Marquez and Jack hitting the curb. Oh, here's Rossi! Hi! Rossi!
That's Rins.
No, Rossi's in front.
Yeah, I know, boss Rins. Wait, brake on the corner, watch this.
Oh my. I just had to knock him. Hi, chat. You have a penalty. Oh, Scott Redding was on a good ride. He was 8th. What are you playing at?
No way, not 8th.
Yeah.
Suzuki!
Oh my god!
I took him out! Yes!
Oh my god! I just saw a body, right? Just see a load of cartwheels at the top of my screen.
I love how I didn't get a penalty for that either. Oh, Reese goes down then.
Hits the curb.
Reese, it looking like he's trying to go up on the inside line. What's going to happen though? He does go. Oh my god.
And he hits the curb, trying to get the overtake on Marquez.
He hits the curb.
Hits the curb again. What's happening with him and curbs this race? Jack on the grass in front of Reese. Coming up to a braking zone.
And Marquez goes down. I didn't know, isn't Marquez like your favourite MotoGP rider? Isn't that what's on your profile? And now we're just bullying him.
And they both hit the curb again.
Obviously curbs aren't their favourite thing in this race. I'm
Is
sitting
it
in front.
Bird?
Yes.
Is it a plane?
No, it's a Suzuki.
It's a Suzuki.
Reese then all the way back in last position, all them curbs throwing him off. And Marquez and Jack both hit the curb too. Oh, Reese going into the pits.
Just went after clipping the grass.
Go on, Mark.
Yeah, boy.
You hit into me at like 5 miles per hour.
I know. God damn it. No, no. You thought.
I did think, yeah, it's you.
Oh, you failed. Oh my god, your bike! Do you need that ride where you spin this really fast?
Yeah.
And go around? Yeah, your bike was one of them. Did you see it?
No.
Oh.
Don't break. Wow, you broke. Wow. 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 What penalty do you have?
1.7.
How do you have a less penalty than me? Suzuki! Reese, don't brake. If you're my friend, you wouldn't brake for the rest of the lap.
You can't brake either for the rest of the lap.
Put in.
You have to hold the accelerator down for the whole lap.
Yeah, but you're not going to.
I am.
Go on then. Yeah, see, bullshit. Oh my god, I might win.
Why do you think I started going? Yeah,
I didn't win.
I got 11th in the pit lane.
Oh, fuck my life.
The two Aprilia sing incredibly well this race.
8th and 9th, so you know, behind Marquez, 9 seconds. Very bad, poor ride from Marquez then. I wonder what happened.
Oh, we hit the curb.
What game are you going on now then, that other one? Right.